Hello! Welcome back once again. This is BlubirdRapture speaking. You can call me Ellie. I've got the Archmage right here, and here he shall remain forever. I got a surprise for y'all! Howdy, howdy. I got a surprise for y'all. We've gotten our armor skill up to 50. Which means now we don't have to pay anyone to repair our gear ever again. Never. It's over. And... Hey! Welcome, Dragon Boater! Good to see you! Let's see if I can get this Red Bull open. There we go. Yeah, so, in other news, we got hella cash. I did some enchanting with Azura Star. Well, really just the one item. But we got ourselves a cute little sword here. I call it RK Bleeds. Very edgy, very emo. We love it. But, yeah, that should probably help us with some of, like, the more, you know, troublesome enemies. Now, I think we're going to need a bow before we get to that heist. And yes, we are going on that ultimate heist. That thieves of future generations will look on in envy. Let's see. I think we're good there. I want to have a good amount of, like, inventory space left over. So if I have anything that I can put away, I think I'll put that one away. We're probably not going to need all that much in the way of weapons or armor. So I'm going to try and see if there's anything I can... Oh yeah, and the potions and stuff too. Maybe it's... Yeah, I should put most of these away. Oh yeah, those Minotaur horns can be heavy, so... Alright. Have I got my Ring of Feather on? There we go. Ring of Feather. Put this on just in case. Alright. It looks like we're ready. We're ready to steal an Elder Scroll. But we are going to need a bow, now that I think of it. I'm leaving Terrible Purpose here, you know, as a memento. I don't think I have the Bound Bow spell. That would be pretty sick, though, if I had it. Actually, you know what? What level are we on with Conjuration? What level are we on with Conjuration? Only 50? I don't think that's enough to summon a Bound Bow.
Well, I hope I can help.
What's up, Raminopolis?
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
I highly doubt that, but I appreciate the attitude. I appreciate that can-do attitude. Alright, so... A lot of good, like, spells here, but we'll just leave those be for now. We're not going to need very many of them. But let's see. Let me think here. I don't think I have any spare bows, so I may want to just go and raid the market for it. There aren't any Fletchers in the Imperial City, oddly enough. You would think there would be with how well-stocked the guardsmen are. Just find a bow along the way through the quest. Oh, is that something I'll admit, it's been a while since I've done this heist, so I don't quite remember distinctly if there's one I'll find along the way. But it's already 9 o'clock, which means we need to get moving. Oh! I made some spells, too. They're very nice. Quietly. But yeah. Oh, shit.
What is it, citizen?
Wrong door. Ugh, keep getting sidetracked. It's going to be this way. There we go. Green Emperor Way.
How are you?
There it is, the white gold tower. We're going to be scaling this thing over the course of our heist here. Now, the Grey Fox gave us a set of instructions. Oh, no, that's not it. What did he... Did he put it in our journal? He must have put it in our journal, I think. Oh, plan for the big heist. There it is. There it is! Yay! Activate the old way using the Glass of Time, located inside the Imperial Palace. I don't know what it looks like or exactly where to find it, so look for it, moron. Here's the palace. We're just gonna brazenly walk right in.
Be show your respect for the Imperial Palace by keeping your voice down.
Honey, you're asking the wrong
Remember,
person that.
Trespassing in the Imperial Palace is a serious crime. Do not venture beyond the...
Oh, don't worry. There will be no trespassing here. Because I own this empire. La 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 la. And we got the skeleton key, which is an added bonus. We will have no problems along this heist. At least until the ghosts show up. Don't worry about it. This is kind of the storage room in their Imperial Palace. You know, they might actually have a bow around here somewhere that I could just swipe. Gotta get those repair hammers. Ooh, gold, thank you. Now, this heist could take, in terms of, like, in-game time, it could take anywhere from 1 night to, 24 hours. I always figure it would be nice to, like, really take your time with this, because you're only going to be breaking into the Imperial Palace once, you know? It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You gotta really savor it. Look at that giant club. Look at all these giant things. A novelty-sized chair. I don't know why any of these things are here. They could be lore-related, or they could have just been something that the devs decided to slap together and be all like, hey, look, goofy. Oh, sorry. There we go. And since we're at level 100 sneak, we will not have to worry about alerting any guards. Ever. Repair hammer. Ooh. There are a lot of repair hammers down here. I had no idea. Alright, I think that's all of the things of interest around here, so let's go ahead. How much you want to bet? Yep. Oh! Stroke of luck. Isn't that nice? It's almost like they put it there on purpose. Sometimes things just work out. If you're looking for something, storage room is a good place to find it. Now then, let's touch the Glass of Time. I have activated the class of time. Apparently, it's a port key. According to the Grey Fox, the door to the old way in the Imperial sewers should now be open. Now, I just have to find it. Oh, it doesn't just magically take you there. It's more like a switch. Okay, that's fine. But there should be a door open somewhere. Find the entrance to the old way. Rumored to be somewhere in the sewers under the Imperial City, huh? So does that just unlock the sewers? Let's... Well, hold on a sec. Let me check through this door first. Not the sewers already! Vampire the Masquerade flashbacks! No! Just be grateful I didn't play as a Nosferatu in that game, because it would have been nothing but getting lost in the sewers. You know what's worse about getting lost in the sewers rather than any other place? The smell. The longer you stay in there, the worse the smell gets. Until, of course, you eventually become nose blind to it. But, like, who wants to stay around in a sewer long enough for that to happen? So, I'm guessing this is, like, one of those secret passages that the Emperor had put aside. You know? Because it's all like, oh, yeah, just get the... Oh, hey, look! Nice. Alright, we're in. Now, what does Mr. Fox say to do next? Somewhere in the sewers? Okay. I wonder if I have a good, life detection spell. I got Hunter's Sight, but I don't know about that. I'm not all that fond of the night vision thing. Let's get a few petty souls. Always be on the lookout for these turny, chained valve wheel things. They'll usually open little passageways. Oh, I guess it was already open. Never mind. Oh, that's right. I didn't bring most of my soul gems with me. Ellie, you fool! Well, doesn't really matter. I have the star with me, so we can just reuse it over and over again. It'll give us some experience in mysticism. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of critters around here. Just waiting for us. Little mud crabs. Actually, you know what? This is a good setup. Let's keep doing that, and then we can very slowly charge up our weapons, like the Blade of Woe. Yeah, I like that plan. Let's go with that. Hotking the star is really efficient. Yeah, I should have thought to do that actually. Let's yeah, let's put her there. Nice. Oh, look. People. Now, the fun begins. Well, this bow is a lot nicer than the one we have, so just because I'm silly, let's use the ebony bow instead. Got your mithril gauntlets and such and such. Want to keep our inventory space free though, so. Oh yeah, and I forgot, vampire souls don't really. You can need a black soul gem for that, and all of our soul gems are full. No matter. I guess there's no, like, harm in exploring a little bit. If I can just remember where our place is here. Maybe if I just drop something and then use that as a guide. There we go. Leave a little breadcrumb, so to speak. You know, after we do this heist, we really need to figure out where I left baby girl. We really need to fetch him. A battered crate. A lot of bones around here. How'd they get so many bones? Just kind of wandering around a little. Booze. We can always explore the sewers again another day, but there isn't a whole lot of, like, super important things down here. Whoops. I meant to do this. A dread zombie, huh? Worse than a regular zombie. Stinks even more. Come on. There we go. Nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. Actually, you know what? I think... yeah. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting the hang of it. Okay. And maybe... idiot. Well, that was fun. Oh, hey! Imperial Sewer Key. Oh, looks like this is the place to go. Just came upon it. We found the sewer entrance to the Grey Fox told us to look for. Now, we need to find the old way. Not the new way, with all of its newfangled, hedonist, nihilist tendencies, but the old way, full of conformity and tradition. Yep, what'd I tell you? Another ghost. I wonder... Rebuke undead. Undead to level 15, maybe. 18. Okay. I hope this works. Nope! Sure doesn't. Okay. That's fine. How about we go ahead and put on this baby here. And ice shield. I hate wraiths. Everyone hates wraiths, especially hobbits. There we go. But since there's going to be a lot of these guys and we have a heist to finish, we can easily just ignore these guys. No. There we go. Oop. Gates closed over here. Now then. Inside the Old Way is an entrance to the heart of the Imperial Palace. Sevilla's Stone was only able to scry the two most important obstacles. For one of them, you'll need to use the Boots of Springheel Jack. Enter the palace, you must use the Arrow of Extrication, unlock the final door. Yep. You know, I don't think wraiths even like each other. Whee! Springheel. You know, there are some varieties of vampire, particularly the Eastern ones. I forget if it's Chinese or Japanese or maybe it's like a number of different cultures. But they got like big, huge jumping vampires that are very goofy. I think Chaozu was supposed to be one of them. Strange door to the Old Way. I found the Old Way! This is clearly a long-abandoned sub-basement of the Imperial City. Looks like it's going to be a long journey to get to the Imperial Palace this way. I need to find the door that connects to the palace interior. If I remember correctly, I'll need the Arrow of Extrication to unlock time in order to open that door. If I recall correctly. Man, it's almost like I really did write this. Okay. I think we're good on health for now. Let me just sneakity-sneak on past this guy. That's a Netherlich. Netherlich! Nocturnal would be very pleased that we're using the skeleton key. Well, considering all the... Nice try. Considering all of, like, the lore-related stuff... it goes along with this heist, I'm wondering if Nocturnal favors us or not. Ooh, that's tempting. This ghost's an idiot. Oh my gosh. Idiot ghosts! Yay! I ain't afraid no dumb ghosts. Huh. Okay, so... what's that over there? I think that's just a wall there. Really gotta be on the lookout for these traps. I guess they decided to booby-trap this place before they took it out of commission. Which is a little strange. But also not very strange. Because you don't want people, like, using this willy-nilly. I guess that explains why there weren't this many traps in the beginning of the game. Those sewers and stuff. probably not, because the old Guildmaster did steal the Cowl of Nocturnal. That's right. But I mean, we're kind of... I don't know. I don't know how it is with that, because it's like... we'll see as time goes on, but, you know, it's a strange situation. Bizarre situation. I think if I just kind of wander around a bit, I'll just eventually come upon it. I'll just eventually get where we need to be going. Just trounce about with luck on our side. But yeah, you can see how this would be a lot more difficult if we didn't fucking max out our sneak skill. You can see how it might be a lot more difficult. But it seems like we're getting a little closer each time. You know, half of the time you can't even get mad when the battle music comes up because it's just so fire. I love the Oblivion soundtrack. You ever notice that all of the greatest games have the best soundtrack? Not that, you know, a killer soundtrack is the hallmark of a great game, but there certainly does seem to be a correlation. I guess that kind of attention to detail and passion put into the project really just... Okay. Yeah, it's gonna take us quite a whiles. Hup. You know, I think it's really a shame about Fallout's, you know, their radio function, because it makes a fun-ish sort of LP, you know, on stream almost virtually impossible because you can't jam to the tunes like you normally would because it's copyrighted. I think they could stand to gain a lot more in sales and exposure if... Oh, hello, Shadow Doc. Welcome. Welcome, and thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think Bethesda could stand to gain a lot of exposure and a lot of like goodwill if they like found a way around that so that it was a bit more streamable, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, we're in the middle of the Great Grey Fox heist to steal the Elder Scroll. And what do you know? We just stumbled upon it. So that's why we need the Boots of Springheel Jack. But only in theory. Let's press these little stone buttons. Aw, cute. They have a little, like, sleeping cot for us to take a nap in case we get tired during the heist. We're gonna need this bone meal for later. Not for now, but for later. Ah, it's already 6 a.m. Stumbled upon property that needs to be repossessed. That's right. That's right. It's just, you know... it's just undocumented repossession. That's all it is. But it looks like we've turned off those booby trap stone things. At least I think so. Let's jump around here. I love these little stone ledges. They're my best friend. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. So far, so good. Now then. Yep. Look at that. They were kind enough to give us some Welkin stones, too. Usually play an Ultimate Mage in TES and spell your way to victory. Ultmer is a very solid choice. We are playing as an orc. A very beautiful orc, I might add. By orc standards, she is a solid 8 or 9 out of 10. Yes! All orcs are beautiful, that's right. On the inside. There must be some secret way to open this door. I'll bet this is where I have to use the arrow of extrication. Most likely, I have to be standing in a special place for a keyhole to open up. It'll be somewhere with a clear view of the pillar. And these very suspicious-looking stationary statues that I'm sure will not budge 1 inch as soon as we're done. But let's, These walls look like they're meant to move. Maybe the place I need to stand to fire the arrows behind them. I'd better look for a way to get through them. You know, it's very interesting how our player character is able to suss that out, but they can't suss out when someone is deceiving them. I just find that very interesting. But it really just goes to show you that, like, smarts... Just because you're smart doesn't mean you aren't naive. Some of the most intelligent people out there, doctors, scientists, do fucking idiotic things because they lack common sense. Intelligence versus wisdom, that's right. Intelligence is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. Charisma is saying, cowards, I will eat this tomato raw. Not sure what I did there just now. Hear that? Just putting our ear up to this wall here. Those are zombies. And knowing my luck, they're probably zombies who won't get turned by the spells that I have available to me. That's right, we are the stealthiest orc. You might think that that is an oxymoron, but you would be wrong. Alright, but let me think. Was there another switch I had to pull somewhere? Or maybe just around here? There's some iron gates. I'm pretty sure I went through there. There it is. Oh yeah, every good Assassin's Guild has that one guy that's all like, you do not see Grog! And because we have some extra Welkin stones just lying around, we'll just heal ourselves up. Because we'll probably need it later. Okay. Now then. We're still in the Hall of Epics. Lots of Welkin stones here. It's almost like they want us to use a bunch of spells. once you're, like, rolling in the dough, these little guys become really useful for, like, as, like, max out, potions. Ooh, a bear pelt. We might need that for later. Fire and darkness. This is some good loot. Not gonna complain. Good stuff. Okay. Shh. It's okay, little skellies. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. Oh, but those stones are tempting. You know what? I think maybe we've earned ourselves a little bit of combat here. Let's see if I can find something good. There we go. Come on. Alright, let's actually try a fire spell on you. And lastly, I think let's summon one of these guys to help us out. Take him out, Drimmy. Take him out. Come on. Uh-oh. There we go. Nice. Not bad. Okay. Alright. Maybe if I just... Oh, there's two of you, huh? Oh, isn't that adorable? He summoned a little friend. He called a little friend over. That's really cute. Ah, shit. And let's summon one of these. Oh! Actually, let's not bother with this one, because if we kill this guy, then his summon will go away too. Classic law of RPGing. Kill the summoner instead of getting tripped up by the summons. The effectiveness of a summoner is measured directly by how well they can misdirect someone. Come on. A little more, come on. There we go. That's better. Maybe I should bring a silver weapon with me next time. Creating a summon spell that also casts Invisible or Chameleon on self? You know, that's a good suggestion. We might do that later. Okay, but, yeah. Old classic trick we're gonna do here. From the first episode, I believe. There we go. And where are you? Come on. There we go. Oh, wait. We have a really high acrobatic skill, so we don't even need to do that. We can just... There we go. Nice. I'm gonna miss these boots. Hup. All right. Now let's restore some of our health. Okay. A little more of this. Okay. Sneakity, sneakity, sneak. Ooh, Alien Reliquary has a lot of good loot. I think I'll leave this one behind just for the inventory space. There we go. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. Do 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 do. Just the two of us. You and I. Alright, now where does it want me to go? I got careless. I got careless there. Okay. You know what? I want to try that one more time. Just to make sure I actually, like, set it off. Because I don't want to end up having to come all the way back here. I think that's fine, probably. If not, we can just... If not, we can just do things the old-fashioned way and sprint. Hup. Daedric arrows, huh? Interesting. We're not really doing a ranged build, though, so... Okay, let's see if that worked. Alright, looks like it worked. And now we got those zombies walking around. I'm gonna see if they're susceptible to this spell here. I think it's about time we put on the Spectre Ring. Nope, that's not what I... What other ring do I have on? Did I have something else? Oh, there it is. There we go. Interesting. I'll have to look at those mods off screen in the future. There we go. I love spamming this on these guys to up my conjuration skill. I think we're fine the way we are. Yeah, let's go ahead and wait this one out. Come on. Actually, you know what? I think I'll just... Yeah. Boom, ba-dum, ba-da-dum. There we go. This must be the spot. Standing on this pressure plate opens the pedestal at the far end of the room. I should practice with normal arrows a few times before trying the arrow of extrication. I'll only get one try. Or we could save scum! Yay! But first... Arrow of extrication. Ebony bow. Here we go. And just because I want to see what I'm shooting at. I believe it's that center area there. Almost got it. Let's aim for the head. Nope. Maybe just a little more. Hey, got it. Less than 5 tries, that's not too bad. Use the arrow of extrication to activate the door and open the secret way into the palace. No telling where I might end up. I should take care to extinguish my lights, muffle my footsteps, and be stealthy as I enter the door. I didn't know that had a ringtone. Or text tone, rather. Okay. There we go. All right. We made it. We're in the Imperial Guard quarters. The white gold tower is our oyster! Which also means I get the pick of the buffet here. Yeah. Oh, so much good loot. much good loot. Oh, yeah, loving it. Okay, there we go. That's it. Actually, now that we don't need the bow anymore, I'm just gonna leave it there to free up inventory space. Wouldn't it be crazy if they, like, use the same conventions with naming conventions with the metals as, with the weapons as the armor? Like, imagine a leather bow. That would be quite silly. Look at this banquet. I'll take the vintage, if you don't mind. Best guards in all the Empire. Best ones. The best and brightest. No one is better at guarding zinging than them. I forgot to pickpocket them. Ooh, we're gonna need that. Shh. We gotta be sneaky.
Keep your...
Nice. I think we should take this as a souvenir. And then leave the gold. So funny. Ba-da! Elder Council Chambers. We don't need to go in there because we're not doing the main quest anytime soon. There's a library. Let's go ahead and... mingle a little. Shimmy, shimmy. Purple hair, that's right. Break into here, maybe. There's the Moth Priest. Let's maybe... yeah. We don't need that. We already got one. And since these guys are blind...
Welcome to this holy library, Lady Cameron.
Teehee. Let's see if they got anything good around here. Looks like they got a standard library here. I'll take some of these ingredients. Whee! Shadow of Doc, is it a first-time offense? Because if so, it's at least 60 gold, I think. Ooh. Get into a fight with librarians. Yeah, 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 yeah. Not worth it. Worth it. There's no way for them to know.
Guards!
Guards! Oh, shit. Okay. I'm gonna be real with you. I got so caught up in stealing more things, I forgot where I was supposed to go. That's pretty funny. But yeah, this is a failable quest, apparently. It's nice that we have some of those. Wait a minute. I can just press that button forever, can't I? I bet it. I bet I can. Oh, I sit in the chair. Well, first I gotta find said chair. We'll go to the library in a little bit. I just... listen, they're just leaving all these out here for me to take. I can't not take them. Well, yeah, this is the one part of the Imperial Palace where they won't give me a tour, so I'm having my own tour. Ooh, vintage. The Battle Mage's Chambers. Those good old competent battle mages that we can always count on no matter what. No matter what. Hello, jackpot. No, stop that. Stop it! Eh. Soul gems. No, stop that. There we go. Some potions. Don't mind if I do. And there's a lot of silver around here that we technically could fence, but, you know, we can get silver any old place. We just need to get the really essential, valuable items, really. Like the vintage. It looks like that's everything. It would be funny if I stole everything that wasn't nailed down in this place. But I don't really have the... Oh, fuck. Oh, I grew complacent. I grew complacent, and that was my fault. I have no one to blame but myself. There we go. That should help. I want to get all the vintage if I can. It's strange that this desk doesn't have a compartment in it. I would have thought it would. Whoa. Oh, that's good.
Keep your What do you think?
You know, come to think of it, since I'm the Archmage, would they even suspect me if I were just...
Keep your...
I guess I'm just not supposed to be here no matter what. Butterfingers!
Pickpocket!
She just really loves that mace for whatever reason. Oh, alright, fine. Fine. Keep your secrets. I know! I committed the first cardinal sin of professional thievery, according to Brynjolf. I got greedy. That was going to be your downfall, lass. Lass, you need to be more careful. I can't bail you out. Every time. I always get my Scottish and my Irish mixed up. Get a taste of my new Fulmer Blood Elixir. Walk the streets like a giant. See into other people's thoughts. Flower and flower. Flower and flower. Flower and flower. Okay, now let's quit screwing around. We have to finish this job for the Grey Fox. Or else, you know, his life's gonna be ruined. Even more than it already is. But now, we have some unfinished business here at the Imperial Palace. And we need to make sure that we get what the boss man needs. Oh, please don't crash on me. It's been doing this sporadically recently. Okay, let's just wait a second on it. I deleted like a bunch of old save games, and I thought that would like help with the load there. Oy vey. Okay, 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Let's just hold on a second. There we go. Right, so, the problem with things like that, like soft crashes like that, is Oblivion is an old game, and old games are very, very greedy. They're a jealous program, and if you try to, like, you know, X out of a window and then go back in, it will eventually crash on you. Like, just kaput. So when that happens, I have to actually, like, reboot the game. That was just a little brief explanation of what the hell that was. Interesting, no? Oh, in here. I've seated myself in the reading chair. Now I just have to wait for them to bring me the scroll. So, boss. Just wait for them to bring the item to me. So long as I don't open my big fat orc mouth. The priests seem to be assuming I'm Celia Cameron. And they also don't care that I'm chameleonized because they can't see it.
Celia Cameron, I present to you the Elder Scroll. Hey, you aren't Celia Cameron. There's an intruder in the library! Protect the scrolls!
I just really wanted to do that.
Celia Cameron, I present to you the Elder Scroll you requested.
Well, there it is, ladies and gents. The Elder Scroll itself. I have the Elder Scroll! This is the treasure of the century! My name shall be known across Tamriel for this theft. Now to get back to the Grey Fox. The way back is blocked, so I'll have to go upstairs, find a way out. Even though they're blind, these monks will not be easy to sneak past. Let me see that beautiful Elder Scroll. Where is it? It's gotta be in my inventory somewhere, right? Strange that it doesn't have a unique icon, but whatever. Let's... go, go, go. I don't know what this invisibility spell's supposed to do since they're blind, but I don't know. I try not to think too hard about it. Haha!
This is the part. Where did you go?
What do you guys think? You want a perfect run, or do you want a panicked escape route where I'm just like, bye, bitches? I feel like just sprinting out of there would be like more dramatic, and it would like make the guards more humiliated because like you know, just give them the illusion of like, oh, we could have stopped them if we were competent. What do you think? It doesn't really matter either way, because we already have the scroll. I wonder what they do after this, after the Elder Scroll is stolen. They must have had, like, a huge policy change, right? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run out of here like a bat out of hell. Oh, excuse me. A bat out of Oblivion. Ha ha! Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop.
What's that?
Just let it be known to all of you that I could have done this perfectly and stealthily if I wanted to.
Take that!
But I don't want to.
Watch out.
Whee! Whee! Now, if only I could find... Aw, you tried to lock me in here. That's cute. That's cute. But no prison can hold me. Oh, I see. Whee! Whee! The old way. That's the... Yep! I've escaped from the Imperial Palace by jumping down the chimney chute to Akato's bedroom. I hope the Royal Battle Mage won't mind my misusing his ash flue. I can only hope my fall doesn't end too abruptly. I wonder if this is what the Grey Fox said I would need the boots of Stringheel Jack for. Here we go! Whee! Lol. Okay, now let me see if I can remember. Yeah, okay, let's just go the long way around. Do I have any skooma on me? I want to see if I have any skooma. Damn. I should have gotten myself some skooma. Hi. Bye. Come on. Come on. Really? Okay. Hang on. Wait, no. No. No.
Oh!
Well, that's annoying. Maybe if I just weave my way around here. Yep. This way. Now, if I had been the one to design this portion of the game, just like as a concept, I would have made it like so that there was a window towards the top of the tower, and then I would have had the player character jump out of the tower and then fall all the way down to the bottom. I think that would have been cool. Because, like, what epic heist doesn't end with you, like, free-falling from a really tall precipice? Like, honestly. Okay, I think those breadcrumbs I left for myself might come in handy if they're still around. Bitch, I'm a vampire. You can't feed off of me. Ooh, I'll need that. Now, if I can just find those mead bottles.
Come to me, sweet flesh.
Yep. Nice. I'm glad it's coming back full circle. Okay, yep. Yep. This is definitely the way. Definitely the way. Alright. Excuse me. And is it this way?
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever make.
Here? Southeast tunnel.
The best you can do.
Excuse you. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it should be this way.
Where are you?
Bye. Okay, so it should be just down that way and then through that door. Okay.
Blood. I need your blood.
And then juke for the left, juke for the right, and up here. Nice. Okay. I'm sure any old sewer exit would have done, would do. And we wound up in the best defense basement. Interesting. Hi! And what time is it? What did I tell you? 24 hours. Perfect.
It's all over.
I didn't do jack shit, so you can all suck it. Looks like I probably shouldn't have done that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Now this leads to the bridge towards the prison. So I'll have a couple of these. And now we're just gonna jump down. Ha! And we're gonna want to go over to the waterfront and get Armand Kristoff to, you know, he'll make our bounty disappear with a little bit of scratch. I wonder if we can buy some, like, skooma from Shady Sam at this hour. I wonder. Are the boots of Spring Hill Jack still... Oh my god, they... After I used them, they just disappeared. That is so strange. Am I going crazy? Doesn't look like it. Huh. Interesting. I guess I never paid attention to that before. Sam, where are you, pal? There you are. Hey, pal.
You need something... Can I interest you in some of my wares?
I could use some skooma, bro. I could use some skooma right about now. And I know you kind of scalp with prices and everything, but I might as well sell a few of these. That should cover our fine to get rid of our bounty.
No deal.
Yeah.
You don't expect me to make that...
Oh, come on, Sam. It's me. It's me you're talking to.
I can't do that.
Bro! Oh, his disposition is really low. I forgot. Never mind. Let's get the voice of Rapture out then.
Come see me anytime, friend. You need something? Have a look at my wares. An excellent bargain.
There.
Come see me
All right,
anytime, friend.
that
I'm
should
here
more than cover the cost to get Armand to help us out with that bounty. Okay. So far, so good. Let's just go underneath here, towards the sandbar. And I think I'm gonna get some of that sea stride. There we go. And last but not least, let's put the skooma on there. Woo! And then all we would really have to do is wait a few hours. Very good, very good. You would think I had planned all this out, but no, I did not. Okay. We can just hide out for a couple of hours. Why don't we put our new friend there away? Put that away there. And I guess that's fine for now. We'll just need to wait a few hours to get for Armand Kristoff to come out. And then we can, you know, gloat a little bit. Armand! The non-vampire Armand!
I hope I can help. You can pay your...
There we go.
Shadow hide you.
That's better. Okay.
Ho!
We did it, y'all. We got ourselves the Elder Scroll. Amazing. Plans. Okay. Once you have the scroll, retrace your steps, deliver to me. Of course, the chances of something going wrong with this plan are very high. When that happens, you'll just have to get creative. Thanks, Mr. Fox. I should get some boots. I should put some boots on. Don't want to finish the Thieves Guild quest line while, you know, running around barefoot. That's painful, you know. I think... yeah. put that away for now. Got any boots here? There we go. And what should we put on these boots, I wonder? Let's... yeah. That looks pretty good. All set. All right. Now we're ready to go see Mr. Fox.
Greetings, Guildmaid.
Elven Gardens District.
All of the Bella's priests and priestesses.
Get inside. The Grey Fox is not a patient man.
I'm sorry, the who?
Are you not feeling well?
And yet, if I even touch an item in a store, they just come running over going, "Stop right there, criminal scum!"
You're back. Have a seat. You have the scroll. I can hardly believe it. The odds were clearly against you. Capital job. Capital.
Capital!
I've spent 7 years learning how to translate this scroll. Even so, I will need a while to decipher what I've sought so desperately.
So, what happened now?
Ah, still thinking about your reward, eh? I have not forgotten you or your loyal service to the Thieves Guild. You'll just have to trust me.
Okay.
Give this ring to Countess Umbranox in Anvil. Say nothing about me to her. I need to know how she reacts to it. It may provoke anger or tears.
Aww.
If she asks, just tell her a stranger wanted her to have it. Then report back to me on her reaction.
A stranger wanted her to have it. That certainly is strange. But damn, where did we leave the adoring fan? I completely forget. It slipped my mind. Totally. You know, now that it's a good... It seems like now's a good time for a break, so I think I'll go ahead and go on a break and try to figure out where the hell we left our boy. I'll see you in a little bit. Hello. Welcome back once again. So, I was looking back at some old footage, and I figured, like, maybe I had left Adoring Fan somewhere in the maze that is Castle Skingrad. I thought it was possible. And then, if not there, maybe in Leowin? We've been a lot of places.
I think you should leave.
I think you should mind your own business. It's just absurdly difficult for me to find the dungeons in this place for some reason. So I'm just gonna... Are there no balls of blood around here? Okay. That's fine. Leave me alone! Where did I leave our little manservant? Well, he's not here. I think I'll check one other place and then I'll just continue. Sorry, baby girl, but it looks like you were lost. I've misplaced him, you see.
Hi there.
Well, damn, I guess he's lost forever. Bye forever. So long.
You look like a bright one.
So long. Well, sucks to be him, anyway. It's off to Anvil. Castle Anvil, to be exact. And now we will see the thrilling conclusion of the Grey Fox saga. The thrilling conclusion to the Thieves Guild questline in Oblivion.
Hey, you. Let's hear it.
Oh, but it's really late, so... Where could I have possibly left our boa?
What is it? I can't believe it. The Great Prince has been...
So wonderful to see you again. I don't know.
Yes? May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
You don't have any booze? What kind of
Goodbye.
bar is this? Oh, well. Perhaps one day we will solve the mystery of where in the world is Adoring Fan.
Tidings, citizen.
Oh!
Yeah, Vanessa doesn't like the sunlight very much. It's fine. It's a rainy day here in Anvil.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, look! Our friend the stranger's back.
You should be on your way by now.
What do you mean, stranger?
What do you want? They Shadow hide you.
He's a lot nicer to us now than he used to be. I wonder why that is. Anyway. It's time we finish this.
What can I do for you?
Milady Umbranux, I have something for you.
This ring belonged to my husband. He's been missing for over 10 years. For some reason, his name and face escape me at the moment.
What?
How did you get it? Do you know his whereabouts? Why are you showing it to me?
Take it. It's a gift from a stranger.
My husband's wedding ring. I never thought to see it again. What I wouldn't give to see him once more. He looks familiar.
By the power of the Elder Scrolls, I name Emmer Deraloth as the true thief of Nocturnal's Cow.
Oh, the Grey Fox! I've been betrayed!
I am the Grey Fox, but you have not been betrayed.
But...
I am also your missing husband, Corvus.
Corvus? Is it really you? 10 years I've waited for word from you. Why did you hide from me?
10 years ago I inherited this cowl from the former guildmaster of the Thieves Guild. I became the new guildmaster, but I also received its curse. Whoever wears Nocturnal's cowl shall have his name stricken from history. Once I donned the cowl, no one in all of Tamriel could recognize me. With the cowl, I became the Grey Fox. Without it, I was a stranger, even to you.
You mean you were unable to return?
I've stood right next to you, and you didn't even know it. I cried out to you, "Here I am! It's me, Corvus!" But you just looked at me, confused.
You have broken my heart for a second time. I cannot let the infamous criminal mastermind, the Grey Fox, become the Count of Anvil. If you try to announce yourself as Corvus, I will deny you. I will deny you before the Emperor if I have to.
I guessed you would say these terrible things to me. That is why I brought my friend along. From this moment forward, I renounce my life of crime forever. I'm passing the Grey Cowl of the Thieves Guild to its new guild master.
How do you...
The Grey Cowl is now yours. You are the new guild master of the Thieves Guild. You will find that history has been altered tonight. Such is the power of Nocturnal's curse that lifting it can alter time itself.
What's different now? What?
If Emmer Deraloth had not stolen Nocturnal's cowl, the Thieves Guild would never have fallen on such hard times. Because of the curse, he was unable to operate in the normal world of business and society. He could only act as the Guild's figurehead.
Huh.
That has been undone. If you go to the Imperial City, you will find that the Thieves Guild has a guild hall on the site of the ruins of Deraloth.
I don't want the curse, though. Has it been lifted?
The curse has been broken. Of course, the thieves will only recognize you as their guildmaster when you wear the cowl. However, when you remove the cowl, everyone will know you as yourself. Fortunately, the cowl still has the power to hide your alter ego from them. They will not realize that you are the same person that just took off the cowl. To them, the gray fox just vanished into thin air.
Wow. And so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It turns out the prickly stranger was actually Corvus Umbernox, Count of Anvil. And he's also...
Thank you for convincing her to meet with me.
And also, he happens to be the coolest guy ever, the Gray Fox. Except not anymore.
You wear the shadows well, fellow thief. Shadow hide you.
What? You can best know Anvil by walk. Be seeing you.
It sure would be nice if we got some extra lines. But that's it. That's the end of the Thieves Guild questline. That whole mystery has all been wrapped up now. Let me explain it to you as we walk the beautiful streets of Anvil. History has been rewritten. I should go see the new Thieves Guild Hall on the Imperial City waterfront. The Grey Fox, or Count Corvus, as he is now known, told me I get to run the place. Ha! Ha!
Is everything all right? You look a bit ill.
Now, you see, the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal was stolen by, what was his name? Enver Daraloth? Whatever the hell his name was. Some 300 years ago. And it has been passed down from person to person. At some point, poor Corvus Umbernox donned the cowl and became the Grey Fox. He was unable to see his love, the Lady Umbernox, for he was the Grey Fox. And when he was not wearing the cowl, he was but a stranger to her.
Something to say, dung heap?
Lord. Anyway. But Corvus had a plan. Some 10 years ago or so, he devised a whole, what do you call it? The ultimate heist. He devised a plan to procure an Elder Scroll so that he could have the power over this powerful Daedric artifact to name the true thief of Nocturnal's cowl. You see, it was cursed for whoever wears it as a punishment for the original thief. But now that the curse has been lifted, he's back to his normal self. All those little pieces of clues and information that we saw along the way were hints to what Corvus has been up to. And when we met the stranger, we could not know his true nature. He could have told us like 50,000 times, and we would not have heard it. It would have just gone on as normal. But anyway, now that the good Count has renounced his life of crime forever, he is back with his lady love at last. And you know, she's a trooper for holding out for like 10 plus years, waiting for some word of him to return, especially since she doesn't remember his name. Of course, now she does. But anyway. Yeah, no, of course she was going to choose the Empire over him. She's not a simp. She has standards. And besides, I don't think Corvus wanted to lead a life of crime anymore. Not after all that. But yes, that is the end of the Thieves Guild questline, and we are now its master. Is simping for your partner really simping, or is it just love? Ask iDubbbz. Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. I think now would be as good a time as any, while we're still baking in the sunlight a little bit. You know what? Let's... There we go. I think now would be a good time, for the very first time, to don the gray cowl of Nocturnal. See how it looks on us. Because after all, it is our right as Guildmaster. Okay, let's see. Fortify Sneak, very good feather spell, and Detect Life. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Of course it is the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal, so it makes virtually anyone look good. Look at that. The Grey Fox is now an orc woman, but no one will know this. They'll just see the Grey Fox. Case in point. Whee!
Oh!
You're wanted dead or alive, Grey Fox. This will be easier if you're dead.
Sayonara!
Then pay with your blood!
Whee! Now, ladies and gents, we have an
fight you want. It's a fight.
We have an alter ego to maintain. Which means we'll have to be on the run while we're wearing this cowl. It would... Oh, there we go.
It's the Grey Fox. You're under arrest.
Now, this cowl is going to really come in handy for dungeon crawling. It's really useful for that. It's the Grey... Why won't you die? Anyway. We got our Shadowmere, and we got our Grey Fox cowl. Who could ever... Who would ever ask for more than that, really? Yeah, but no. If we're going under the philosophical the philosophical question of whether or not it's possible to be a simp if you're simping for your partner or your spouse or whatever, I think Ian Walker is a prime example. I think he's a good test subject for that. Hey!
Drop it, you sticky-palmed little worm.
Damn, bro.
You're the Grey Fox. You're under arrest for all kinds of stuff. You're wanted dead or alive. I'm choosing dead.
Lamau. Is that even love, or is it just professional simping? That's the thing. You know, people who simp that hard for someone, regardless of what the relationship status is, I believe that it ceases to become love, and it becomes obsession or subservience. You know that song where it's all like, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Listen, love is unconditional, but I think you have to have a certain amount of self-love, or at least self-respect. If you don't respect yourself, how can other people be expected to do the same for you? And in my opinion, a person who really, truly loves you would not want you to degrade yourself. They would not want you to forfeit your dignity, basically. They would want you to retain all of the dignity. Oh, yeah, no. Simp enablers, you could argue that they know exactly what they're doing, but it really depends on the situation. Simp enablers. Oh, hi, Bandit.
Ha! Oh!
Bye, bandit. Let's head on back over to the Imperial City. We'll feed a little bit, and then we'll go and check out the new and improved Thieves Guild.
Speak. Are you not feeling well?
But yeah, you can tell whether someone actually loves you or not based on whether or not
How goes it?
they want you to forfeit your dignity. If they want you to forfeit your dignity, or if they're just kind of like complacent in it, if they let you forfeit your dignity like that, they probably don't love you as much as they say they do. At least not in the way they should.
Because she's an
Well
idiot.
met.
So long.
Good day.
Goodbye. Farewell.
You just want attention. Oops. I'm glad no one saw that. Gonna take a little social call. All right, let's have some of these Belvita brown sugar cinnamon things, which are really good. You know what they taste like? They kind of taste like graham crackers, almost. You know, I found it really strange. It was really strange when I found out that graham crackers are, like, kind of an American thing. Crunch. Okay, let's go check out the new and improved Thieves Guild. Oh, hey, look. How nice. Someone planted primroses. What is this, Mockingjay? Let's take some stock here. But first, we're gonna assume the badge of office. And then everyone's gonna fangirl and freak out.
As I live and breathe, the Grey Fox. It's an honor.
Mm-hmm.
Be seeing you.
As I live and breathe, the...
Yeah, I know.
Goodbye.
Oh, cute! A little lockpicking test room. That's nice. If you guys haven't read The Locked Room, in which is a game in universe in this game, it's a decent read. A lot of the little flavor text books in these games are interesting reads.
Greetings.
Vinicia Melisea takes all the merchant complaints in the city.
She takes all the complaints, but nothing ever seems to happen.
Goodbye.
Look at that. Unfortunately, we cannot use this door, which I think is a crime, but, you know. What can you do?
As I live and breathe... Goodbye.
Alright, let's see the Guildmaster's quarters. Pretty snazzy. Pretty snazzy. And look! They're probably going to make a new portrait of this. Or at least they would if this game reflected reality a bit more. But they probably could. Like, realistically, you can't really program that kind of thing in. Yep. This is our home, more or less. Argonians low-key look better in this OG Oblivion than they do in the remaster. That's because I modded it. I modded it to make them look better. Everybody's face is modded. So, like, you know, keep that in mind. It's upscaled a little bit. Oh, there's Sevilla Stone! Yeah, Blockhead. Stuff like that. I have it in the description, actually. You know what? Let's put some of these things away. We're gonna put our weapons in here. The only thing I dislike about this player home is that you have to go through like several doors to get here. But since the loading screens in this aren't too oh, hold on one minute. Well, hold on. Ugh, sorry about that. That was... Ugh. Had to deal with some household stuff in the background. I'm just gonna try and focus on this now. But let's see, what else can we do? But yeah, there's a lot of storage containers we can use around here. And... let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell some things, fence some things, and then we can go on ahead.
Are you not feeling well?
None of your business. And then we can go on and do some side quests, maybe. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. What time is it anyway? Okay. Yeah, let's just sleep that off. Oh, boy. Ascended to level 21. The results of hard work and dedication always look like luck. But you know you've earned every ounce of your success. Yeah, I've been under a lot of stress lately. I won't go into it. It's rather personal, but, you know. I'm dealing with it as best I can. That's all you can. That's all you can really do. There we go, that's better. Okay. Where would be the best place to sell this gear? I think here would probably be fine.
See anything you like? May I interest you in some of... I can't afford... That's a good deal.
No, we don't want to give that away. That's pretty funny. Oh, gosh. I might sell just maybe a couple of those.
Farewell.
Yep, cool 64K. You know, we might just buy a house with all this cash. I think that's a good idea. You know what? We can head back to Anvil. You named the shield SPF? I sure did. I sure did. I wanted to give it a higher number, but it, you know, the enchantment would not allow it. Alright, so I think the fence is here at the castle, so let me go ahead over there. Would you look at that? Look at that. Hey.
Well met. I can't believe it. You too.
Go ahead, please. Take care.
Isn't that nice? I like that. They finally got his chair out from storage. Now where's the... There we go.
I see you work with the Gray Fox.
Is that ironic if you were to rob them for all they're worth? It's a bad idea because the second you do it, he'll know exactly who did it.
You always bring in good business.
Oops.
Don't try to cheat me, you misbegotten whelp.
Jeez.
Don't try to cheat me.
Oh my gosh, dude. Calm down.
Sure, why not? That seems a... Sure, that's a...
Misbegotten whelp. Yeah, there's some good insults in here.
That's...
Anything else we can sell? Maybe this.
Sure, why not? I might even be able to ransom it back to the original owner.
Yeah, that looks good.
Remember, shadow hide you.
What is it?
I do need to check on something in the background, so I'll be right back. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, let's, where would I find the Shrine of Meridia? That would be a nice, quest to do. Let's see if I can look it up on here. Right, okay. Alright, let's see. Should be west of Skingrad, so...
Do your work.
Good job, Shadowmere. Okay. Yeah, we got a surprisingly high hand-to-hand skill. Not sure how that happened exactly. Ah, there she is. Lady who doesn't like undead folks. Which makes you wonder why she would listen to me, of all people, but let's get going.
What business do you have with Meridia, Lady of Infinite Energies? The spark of life is within you, and you are welcome here at Meridia's shrine.
No, it's not.
It is possible she will speak to you, under certain conditions. Leave an offering at this shrine. Meridia demands tribute in the form of the remains of her enemies, the undead.
Right.
Go then.
Life is a blessing, and death is not the end, but only when the spirit remains incorruptible.
What is wrong with your neck?
All things speak with the voice of life, even the bones of the earth.
Okay.
By the detritus of the profane I am brought forth, and by your offering you have made the profane your interest mortal.
Scottish?
The undead are foul, unnatural things. Some of my rivals take pleasure in these abominations. Not Meridia. I wish these creatures destroyed.
Destroyed!
Hidden behind a door, deep in Howling Cave, are necromancers. They rob graves for the materials to raise their undead armies.
Oh no.
Find these necromancers, destroy them and their abominations. Do this, and earn the gratitude of Meridia.
Oh, well, I want the gratitude. Right, okay. We should probably go gear up then. Cute little gloves. Now then. The mercantile skill. If we get up to 50, we can get those Quicksilver boots. Not sure how we'll up that mercantile skill quickly enough. Not sure how we'll do that. I'll figure it out. Got any armor worthy of note? I guess we're doing okay with what we have. But I do need to repair some stuff. There we go. That's better. Oh, and I do need some decent weapons, too. Gonna want to bring that with me. And that. Put these books away for now.
Greetings, Guildmaid.
Have you...
Okay. Looks like we've got everything we need. Oh, except for the Soul gems. I need to remember to get those damn soul gems.
Well met.
Do I even have the soul gems in here? There they are. There we go. Now we're ready to go. We have Sunfire and Feather. Yep.
Well.
And she wants us to kill some necromancers, I believe. So. Howling Cave, huh? Which cave would that be?
Guildmate.
Are you not?
There it is. Okay. Let's go. There we go. That's better. Nice. We'll be through here, so. Very good. Okay. This place is just crawling with rats, isn't it? Strange. Okay. Where to next? Do I need to go through here? No, that's at least the outside. Okay, so it's just gonna be through here. There we go. All right. Let's do this. Damn. Okay. What about... Never understood why the liches always sound like angry dogs. You know, growl. Here we go. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Okay, get up. Get up, you fool. And maybe... let's go ahead and do that. But jeez. Maybe I should have brought some better gear. Eh, well. Oh, man. That does a number on me. Okay. Should really up my restoration, too. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe try one of those? Jeez. Okay. Ooh, that really smarts, huh? Okay.
Ah!
Sheesh. Pain in the ass. There we go. And let's use a few of these spells. Gonna need it. There we go. Okay. And let's maybe put that here. Oh well. That's pretty funny.
Do your work.
Oh, look at all of that. When did that... Oh, my. That's kind of ridiculous. But I won't complain. Just beat you to death with the Daedric mace. That'd be nice. Jeez. There we go. Look at all this crap. Damn. Ooh! Looks like you got your minions to do your work for you. Isn't that nice? She killed him with her own spell. Ooh, a poison Daedric mace. Don't mind if I do. And let's just... Oops.
Take that! Rah! Ow!
Come on. Come on. Wow, this is a lot of potion drops. Gosh, okay. These staves are like guns in this universe. Not bad. Kind of hilarious. Excuse me. Lot of Daedric maces. Okay. How many are left, I think? How many? Gotta be more than just liches around here. Ooh, Warhammer. Okay, maybe I should actually pay attention. Do I have any... Let's do those pills right there. And... Nah. I'll just... There we go. Eh. Yay! We've killed all the necromancers. How wonderful. Bye, bitches. I'm out. Do 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 do. That was almost a little too easy. You know, we can just continue on as the Gray Fox, and then go back. No biggie. Okay. Should be coming up on the shrine soon. Oh, do we have to go to the other side of the... Yeah, it looks like it. You know what? Oh, never mind. Nope. Alright. Well, I guess Skingrad's just gonna get to see the Gray Fox riding around. Is that Maik, the liar? I don't think we've encountered him yet in this game. Maik, get back here! Get back here, Maik. No way we're gonna catch up to him on foot. Damn. Oh well. I wonder what the story is behind Maik. Okay. That is a Shrine of RK. I know, because I sacrificed the Adoring Fan to it eons ago. Meridia.
All things speak with a voice.
Well done. Those creatures were an affront to all life, and they have paid the price for their actions. Take this ring and go with my blessing.
Woo! Meridia was gratified that I performed the task assigned to me. As a reward, I've been given the Ring of Khajiit. Nice. '90 speed. I wonder if I can... Oh, well, I'm over encumbered this way, so... Whee! Oh! Ow. Let's see what we have in the way of, chameleon. Or, no, feather. Yeah, feather. Still over... Excuse me. Still over encumbered. Wow, okay. Well, I guess I'll just have to figure it out. The gods are not mocked. They require an honest heart, not one hidden behind a false face. Oh, that's Talos, actually. I'm thinking of a different shrine. Oh no, bears! That didn't work. Ha! Well, I tried. Oh my. These bears are tough. Leave me alone, bears.
You're the Grey Fox.
Shh. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Just chill, dude. Chill. Just chill. Okay, maybe... Okay. Are they gone?
Damn rats. Oh, nothing to worry about, I guess. Just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Maybe I need to go into a building and then take off the mask.
Look out!
Now let's hide out in here and see if that does anything.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. It's the Grey Fox. You're under arrest. It's the Grey Fox. You're under arrest.
That's so strange. Okay, how about... Yeah, that's the weird thing with the Cowl of the Grey Fox, is that it's just so difficult sometimes to escape from the guards, who, by all means, should not be able to find you. But they do. They find you. And I don't know how. Huh. Alright, how am I going to be able to shake these bastards? Maybe if I wait here? It's a very odd gameplay thing. Because, like, you could be straight up invisible, and for some reason, I don't know.
Guess it was nothing. Damn rats! Always skirting around in the shadows, making me jumpy.
I guess it just takes a while for them to leave, huh? Well, this guy is having a hard time. Look at him. Pathetic. Seriously? Oh, gosh. Where the hell did that come from? Oh. Oh my god. Are they fighting?
Yeah! Let's get this over with. Yeah!
Huh. I guess there is something to be said for guild loyalty after all.
She was here a second ago.
Look at him go!
Damn,
That's
I
amazing.
lost him. Where are you?
This ends here.
Yep. Totally normal. Totally normal. Nothing to see here. You know what? Matter of fact.
Where are you? if it's a fight you want.
That pisses me off. Okay. These guys are gunning for a promotion. Mark my words. They're gunning for a promotion.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
Wait for it. Okay. I think we're safe.
What?
Whew.
Guildmate.
I've seen.
That was close. But that's the main con of wearing the cowl.
A pleasure. I offer the finest goods and the... You drive a hard bargain. That seems a fair price.
I'll tell you what, do you guys like the house in Skingrad or Coral more? Because we might check one of those out in a little bit.
Farewell.
Ease burden, maybe? Yeah. No? Seriously? Huh. Okay. I guess that worked.
Not so... Can I interest you in some of my ware?
We'll keep one of these
No
spaces. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of scratch. We're really gonna need to
That's more than
spend
I would
it on
usually
something.
pay. Bye.
I think we're good for right now. You must away? Well, thank you for stopping by. Alright, so this is Rosethorn Hall. Pretty nice place, if a little cramped. And we can go over to Coral. Yeah, let's go over to Coral. This one's definitely one of the nicer looking houses in my opinion, at least from the inside. And it's just the trees around it are really nice. Coral's a really nice area to live in. You know what? I think we should go and visit the Countess of Leowin. Or Coral. Shit. We're not visiting the Countess of Leowin. Nobody wants to see that bitch. No one wants to see her unless they feel like dying.
Are you not feeling well?
Alright. We'll just go ahead and save right here.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Countess Valga of Coral. I wish I had time to chat, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of an investigation.
Oh, are you?
I'm sorry, but the investigation is a secret, and I don't trust you enough.
Okay.
Goodbye.
What about now?
It's a pleasure to... You seem the trusting type. Perhaps you can assist me. It seems someone has taken away an heirloom that is quite dear to me.
Oh no!
I want you to help me recover a stolen painting. The painting was of my lost love, the Count Valga.
The Count,
and it has been stolen from my bedchamber.
Oh no.
If you find the painting and bring the culprit to justice, you shall be justly rewarded. What say you?
Say me? I'll go ahead and help.
Very well. I suggest you begin to gather clues. And I warn you, do not accuse the wrong person, or I shall be quite cross with you.
Or I shall be quite cross with you.
Here are some keys. They should allow you access to many of the restricted areas in Castle Coral.
I will keep them forever.
Good luck in... I hope the... When you find enough evidence, I do not wish...
Okay. For a second
luck
there,
investigating.
I really thought for a second there. Damn. Okay. Canvass the castle. Right. So... Yeah. Gonna need to find some clues. Gather some clues. West Tower. Let's see here. Some vintage here. Gonna need to find some clues for who could have possibly done something so awful as to steal a painting. Why is a watermelon just sitting there? That's weird. Cure for diseases and poisons. Okay, yeah. I'm sure no one will notice if I just help myself to this, right? I mean, it's the thief. It was the thief that did it. And if I drink on the job, too, well, that's no one's business but my own. Where did the painting go? Where did it go? Where could it have gone?
It's you. Hi.
But let's go to the West Tower. Anything in here? Coral's got a very curious, like... Oh, hey, look! Cheap wine. Okay, so through the arch tower. That brings us out through here. A very curious building. Okay, I think the castle is this way, so we're gonna have to go back over here. You!
So, you a living statue, or are you gonna say something?
Uh-huh.
Please, go on. The night of the theft, I was in the Great Hall, having an argument with a delivery boy from Braville.
As you do.
It seems his horse lost its footing in the heavy rain we had that night, and the shipment of port that it was carrying slipped to the ground.
Oh no.
Oh, the fall broke most of the bottles. He didn't want to claim responsibility, but I gave him what for and sent him away. After that, I spent the rest of the night in my quarters, reading.
Really?
Aye, it was a fine portrait of a fine man.
So he told me. Right.
Back to work for poor old Orgnall.
Oh, hey! A paint-stained carpet. But where could it have led to?
Oh. Back to work for... Oh. So, the Countess hired you to...
Okay.
Back to work for poor old Orgnall.
You.
Hello, I'm Leith Wavrik, the Chief Herald and Countess Velga's attendant. The Countess is in attendance.
Right.
My duties rely on watching no more than the throne and attending to visitors. But confidentially, I will say that Orgnolf has been acting a bit unusual. His abuse of drink has gotten worse lately. He has taken to asking for money from others to purchase spirits. A porter's wage does not befit his habit. Fare thee well.
My mom's, she gave me a quarter. She told me to tip the porter, but I ain't tipped no porter. I bought some bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum.
Come on.
Where? Okay, it's about dinner time in Oblivion. Let's see if there's anyone else we can interrogate. That's the wrong one.
What is it?
Great Hall.
Hey!
And there's that guy. Maybe if we go to the North Tower. Ugh. Shouldn't have drank so much. Okay. What about here? Ugh. Oi. Where could it be? Huh. Oh boy. See, I investigate better when I'm drunk. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Oh, look at that.
I am Orak Grogoth, steward to Countess Ariana Valga, Countess of Coral. I manage her affairs, and the castle is in my keeping. I don't remember seeing Channel or Orgnolf that entire evening. But then again, I stayed in my quarters most of the night. There was no point in going on my usual walk with all of the rain falling. As far as Channel and Orgnoff go, they seem fine to me. I only had a minor scrape with Orgnoff recently. I caught him drinking in the West Tower on the upper level. I told him if he didn't stop, I would tell the Countess. He just grumbled and agreed. He hasn't bothered me since.
Interesting.
Take care.
Now, who were the suspects again? Ah, well.
Evening.
Maybe just... Here we go. That's the North Tower. That's the lady
Greetings,
herself.
investigator.
You again?
Great Hall. The South Tower, huh?
Hello. You searching for something?
Yeah.
The stolen painting was of Count Volga. Whoever painted it could not do the man justice. He was kind and noble, which is difficult to convey on canvas. I'm afraid other than that, I cannot offer much more information.
You seem to know a lot about the visual arts.
The night that the painting was stolen, I was in the courtyard of the castle taking star readings. After a while, I decided to go into the dining area just off the Great Hall. I poured myself some wine and studied the charts I had made until it was time to sleep. From there, I went directly to my chamber and slept the rest of the night. Yes, I have heard that the painting of the Count was taken. I was unaware she hired an
Yeah, anyway.
until your return.
Let's look through her things. Yoink. Well, somebody is lying. It was either raining, which means you couldn't do much stargazing in this universe, or it wasn't.
Yes.
And the other
It's
guy's
you.
lying.
Hi.
So... Who is lying and who is telling the truth?
So tires.
Oh, that's the North Tower. Shit. Okay. Where do I go here?
How goes it?
Well met.
West Tower?
I heard that
East
someone
Tower.
saw the ghost of Lord Glyndrall again.
North Tower?
Come on.
Great Hall. Private quarters. West Tower. Da-da-da. Gosh. I think I know the solution to this puzzle, but damn. Maybe if I just turn a bunch of stuff over. Ooh, a Varla stone. Yoink. Don't worry, lady. I'll find the thief in your castle at some point. At some point. There's gotta be some kind of paint trail. What am I supposed to do with this anyway?
Right, sister. We know who's been naughty and nice. And you've been naughty.
Ew.
So watch yourself.
The hell?
I was with the Countess all evening. Stop talking.
I hope the Your best bet is to speak to residents of the castle. Good luck, investigator.
Okay, is it gonna... Eh?
Yes?
I hope the painting is all I have left that reminds me of the Count.
How sad.
I spend many a lonely night wishing that the words I speak to it will be heard and not just fall upon the lifeless pigments and canvas.
That's extra sad.
Chanel and Orgnolf both reside in the private quarters section. They have been restricted to remain indoors. You may also want to speak to Bitneld, the captain of the guard. Finally, I would try speaking to Aurak Grogoth, who is my steward. If he isn't in the castle, he may be at the Northern Goods and Trade.
Okay.
Good luck, investigator.
Now, where's Monsieur Guard Captain?
Fighter's Guild is a good place to go if you need weapons training. You've got some nimble fingers. What have you been getting into?
Okay. Where, oh where? Let's go into the barracks. Rattle someone's helmet while they're asleep and go, "What happened?"
Is everything all right? You look a bit ill.
What happened?
I'm Bitneld, the Curse Bringer, captain of the Coral Guard. What can I do for you? I'm sorry, I wasn't in that evening. I was making my rounds of Coral. The only odd occurrence lately was with Channel. I have seen her spending a lot of time in the West Tower. When I asked her about it, she said it involved her spell research. I suppose at the time it sounded good enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Stop talking. Enough.
Alright, now let's search for those physical clues. I guess I sequence broke it. Did it out of order. Yep, dining area of the Great Hall. And then let's wrap this up. West Tower. And we know that there's a place here. There we go. That's it? There's gotta be at least one more clue. There's gotta be one more.
Any luck yet?
There it is. A broad...
Hello again. Are
J'accuse!
you accusing me of taking the painting?
Why are you smiling while you're saying that? Yes, j'accuse!
Very well. I confess to the crime. But please understand, I only did it out of the great love I had in my heart for Count Volga. It was I that painted that portrait. When the Count was lost, the Countess spent so much time with it that I became jealous.
What?
I had to have the painting back, so I decided to steal it, then hide it behind the painting in my quarters. I'm ashamed of my crime, but ready to face what fate has in store for me.
Wow, that was a really weird
I am
motivation. Well, let's see it. Can I look at it? Nope. Countess!
Oh, you have returned from your investigation, and I'm eager to hear the results. Whom did you accuse?
Chanel.
I'm shocked to hear of Chanel's crime, as she has always been such a nice member of our court. But I see that your evidence is without question. She shall be banished from Castle Coral and stripped of her duties. However, I am not without pity, and therefore she shall not be jailed.
Cool!
But she is never to set foot in Coral again.
Oh, that's sad.
Congratulations on a job well done. As a reward, please accept this bounty of gold and gems.
Gold and gems!
You've earned it.
Yes.
I don't trust you. Farewell. It is quite nice to see you again. You are. There is a positively gorgeous home for sale right on the main plaza. You'll be hard-pressed to find a nicer home for sale in Cyrodiil.
Yeah, 20,000 gold. Do it.
It's a pleasure to have you become a citizen of Coral. I'll take care of the deed. Here is your key. The house is on the main plaza, between the statue and the chapel. The last tenant of Arborwatch has cleaned the place of furniture.
Of course.
I'd recommend stopping by Northern Goods and Trade. The owner, Sidneus, should have everything you need.
Hey, Sidneus.
Farewell.
Yeah. Let's go have a look at our lovely, lovely coral home. It's just down the way here. Next door to where Renaud Germain used to live. Or Francois Martyr. I don't know why I thought Renaud Germain. Ugh, I'm getting all these names mixed up.
You know,
they're both Bretons, so, you know. Okay, let's see the inside of this house. This is Arborwatch, and it's arguably the nicest house in Cyrodiil. As you can see, you got a dining area here. Nice stone walls and steps. These are like, you know, some guest bedrooms. And over here is the master bedroom. Very spacious, very nice. The only house with a better, like, more spacious bedroom is the Skingrad house, but this feels slightly less claustrophobic. But Sidneus is more than likely,
just to see the world a bit.
Is more than likely closed up shop for the night. So instead, we're gonna go and find ourselves a vampire snack. And then we can start throwing away and spending money like we got cash to burn. Nope. You ever notice how none of the houses in Skyrim have bathrooms? None of the houses in any of these games have bathrooms, as a matter of fact. That's kind of by design. Although you would think that with the palaces they would have baths, you know. But as far as that other stuff goes, it's very much a chamber pot situation, I think. I don't know. I try not to think about it too much.
Have you been well recently? Your skin...
Okay. Yeah.
Get out of here!
The Ring of Khajiit. All right, let's wait a little while. Now, the obnoxious thing about buying a house in Skingrad is that you have to go to Colovian traders to get it furnished, and those guys are, in my experience, are practically never open. Yeesh. Sidneus!
I will never forget your brave rescue of my daughter. What can I do for you today?
First off, I want some training.
Knowledge is power. You've got... Let's get to...
Yeah, training.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
I'm gonna see if I can buy all of these. I'm gonna try anyway.
You need to make...
Here we go. Oh yeah, watch all that money go. Watch all that money flow away.
A bargain at any price.
Nice.
Fair.
And since these are useless pieces of paper now,
oh well.
I guess we'll see it later. All right, let's go look at Arbor Watch in its full glory. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Nice. Cute little guest bedrooms. Oh, yes, very lush. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Gonna clear out some of these things. Yeah, I'll probably just put those there. I guess that's fine. Yep. Now then, before we call it an evening, I think it'd be nice to spruce this place up a bit with some decorations. Let's do that. Yeah! Yep. But, yeah, the video that I did on themes is now up and ready to be viewed for the public, so be sure to check that out when you get the chance. You know what? No, there we go. Beautiful. We'll put some of our adventuring gear away. Yeah, put some of our weapons away here. That'll be useful. Some of our loot we'll put in here. Very good. And I'll actually just put these in here, since I don't really need them. Nice digs, nice digs. I'm gonna put some of the booze in here, actually. Although I will say that this house doesn't have a basement that I can recall. I don't think it has a basement, but that's all right. Don't necessarily need one. Got a lot of... Yep. Nope. There we go. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Maybe we'll put some of our spare clothes in here. I don't know. Maybe I'll put that away. Yeah, put those in there. Keep that on me. Let's put some of our scrolls in here. There we go. We will need a place for the soul gems. I guess I'll just put those in here with the other types of gems. There we go. Maybe a few of these. All right, that about covers it. Okay. We got quite a bit done today. We were able to finish the Thieves Guild quest line, which was my main goal for the day, and I'm very happy that we were able to do so. And yeah, so that about covers it. You be sure to like this video, share it if with your friends if you absolutely love it. Consider buying me a coffee because it goes a long way, and I really appreciate it, especially if you want to see more content like this in the future. I'm probably going to have another stream next week, if not the week after that. Same time and days, which would be Thursdays and Saturdays at 4:30. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Oh man, I'm hungry. I need to get something to eat. But yeah, you have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.